Hi, I'm Veronica Vance. Coming up, we step inside classic Halloween tales along the jack-o'-lantern lit paths at Greenfield Village. Head to Corktown for some authentic Italian pizza, and then we visit the Whitney's third-floor ghost bar, so stay tuned.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.
Ghosts and ghouls and goblins, oh my, it's Halloween in Greenfield Village.
What we're able to do is sort of draw upon the early 20th century expression of Halloween, if you will, and we use that in the experience as you make your way through the village.
So coming here and you're actually trick-or-treating, you said that's a newer concept, but are the treats like something you'd find from bygone era?
Yes, we try to sort of go with those sort of themes. We actually are fortunate to have a lot of sponsors that help us out in supplying treats for us, but they're a combination of edibles and fun toys and things like that. We have 11 treat stations that go out throughout the village, including Halloween-themed Beanie Babies, which are a lot of fun for everyone.
So you come through and what is it? You kind of come in shifts and you walk through the village. Explain to me how it works.
We have actually timed entry, if you will, so every half hour starting at 6:30 for the little ones, and then all the way on Saturdays and Fridays and Saturdays till 9 o'clock, and then on Sundays at 8 o'clock. And every half hour a group comes in and they just sort of make their way at their own pace through the path. They can stop along the way, take photographs, there's places to eat, things to see. You know, if you do it quickly, it's, you know, about a 45-minute to an hour walk. If you take your time, you could be here all evening.
Well, I think the ghouls and goblins are awaiting me.
Yeah, I hear them calling over there.
Thank you, Jim.
All right, thank you.
They're letting someone out. I don't know who.
We're not afraid of him, are we, folks?
No!
We smack him upside the shins. He's as harmless as an itty-bitty little kitten. Hello.
What is it you want with me?
We'd like to ask you what kind of experiments you're working on.
He's 7 feet tall. Long teeth like a saber-toothed cat. Would you like to meet him?
No! I think they're gonna, Frankenstein has escaped.
Yes! To the bridge! To the bridge! To the bridge!
I don't know. Should I go through the bridge? I'm a little afraid. I'm gonna go. Looking for the trolls that live below the bridge. I can't see anything. I can't see where I'm going. Ooh. More trolls down below. Look out for the trolls. We made it. So what do you think about Halloween in Greenfield Village?
It's boo-rific.
Boo-rific. I think you've coined the key phrase.
Yeah.
This is our first time here and we'll come back again.
Well, you guys came out in full costume. You look adorable.
Thanks.
And moo. Are you enjoying it too, little one?
You think so?
So happy Halloween to the Queen of the Ball.
Oh, thank you.
Well, this is gorgeous. I love your outfit.
Well, thank you. I am the Spider Queen.
The Spider Queen.
I am adorned with spiders from head to toe.
Oh, maybe I don't love your outfit then. I didn't see it in the darkness. Oh. I'm glad she doesn't live in my house. This is kind of creepy. She's up there haunting this house. The whole trail is lit up with 850 jack-o'-lanterns, so you'll be okay as long as you stay on the trail. And who did we put to rest here?
James Johnson, old boss.
Stressful life escapes no man. Okay, well, I think I'm going to let you be.
Oh, come on. Ain't that ugly? I might need a shower, but come on. Hey, it's a great place for a picnic.
And if you want a good ghost story, it smells like a campfire and they're all sitting around listening.
When they reached the middle of the woods, the father built them a fire so they wouldn't freeze. And then the stepmother said, "Lie here by the fire and rest."
Well, so what do you think about Halloween in Greenfield Village?
Great, it's my first year.
Well, I love your costume.
Thanks.
Yeah, I wish I had worn my witch's suit.
You got a witch suit?
I do.
Come right on into Sleepy Hollow Forest.
Sleepy Hollow Forest. Sleepy Hollow Forest.
Ichabod Crane and the Headless Horseman.
Where are we? Got the Headless Horseman here. Hold on to your heads. You don't want to be pointed at by that sword. At the end of the trail, you can stop in Liberty Craft Works, warm up. They've got some popcorn and they've got some little goodies, knickknacks, and things to remember your time here at Halloween in Greenfield Village. What did you guys think of the Halloween at Greenfield Village?
Oh, it was wonderful, more than we expected.
It was wonderful. It was our first time here, and everyone that I told I was bringing my grandchildren said, "Oh my gosh, you're just going to love it, and it's going to become an instant family tradition," and they were right.
Well, it was really more about treats than tricks, because Halloween in Greenfield Village isn't about being spooky and scaring you, but it's about seeing the village in a way you've never seen it before. And the best part was almost everybody came out in full costume. So weekends in October, we'll see you at Halloween in Greenfield Village. I'm in Detroit's historic Corktown neighborhood, where they've got a big variety of food, tons of great restaurants that sell everything from crepes to barbecue, burgers to microbrews. but we're here today for some authentic Italian food. I'm at Ottava Via, which means 8th Street in Italian, and we're right at the corner of 8th and Michigan Ave. They've got great Italian food, bocce ball courts and all. Wow, this place is gorgeous inside. It reminds me of like an old trattoria from the old country. And I love this big, huge table, this farm-style family sit down for a feast. The ceilings are great, the decor in here is beautiful, and it has such a cozy feeling. Well, so Heather, you are the general manager of Ottava Via, and outside I noticed when I was coming in, it says it's a bank and loan. It used to be a bank and loan building?
Yep, we kept the original signage out front to kind of keep the history of the building. Previously it was Arthur's Pawn Shop. Dave, the owner, has actually handpicked each thing that you see on the wall to kind of give it that eclectic feel. And it's very cozy. We would like to accentuate that dining style of Italy, where it kind of feels like family.
Big bar, too.
Full bar. We have house-made sangria, sparkling blanco, and rustic red.
Okay, so it's
house-made
all
limoncello as well.
So something else that caught my eye was this big cheese display here. This is what you're using?
Yes, we do cycle through the product that is in this lumbering case. It's all imported from Italy, DOPG. DOPG means that it's authentic and imported authentically from Italy.
Oh, all right. Well, DOPG cheese and meats we're getting here. And then so you've got this, and then there's another dining area in the back?
Yep, we actually call that the music room. Dave, the owner, has dedicated that room to his daughter, and all the instruments that you see in there are the ones that she no longer uses. And out here we have the patio. We have a fire every night.
I love this. It's a some courtyard that you picked up from Italy and you've put right here.
Yeah, the reclaimed brickwork actually just gives it
It
that entire
does.
feel. It was all hand done.
And do you actually use this wood-burning stove out here for anything?
We just use it for a fire.
This is fabulous.
So right now it's just kind of free play and practice for anyone that would like to come.
Well, this is great, but I know what I'm really here for is to try some of this authentic Italian food.
It's delicious. You're going to love it.
All right.
He's making the classic pepperoni pizza with onions and Gaeta olives. They are a classic medium, about 6 slices. They're hand tossed, so the crust is crispy, a little bit thinner, but still soft throughout.
That sounds like a real Italian pizza.
This stone oven, which can also be a wood oven, was imported, and it can actually get up to about 800 degrees. A single pie going in one at a time can take 90 seconds to cook.
This is, again, the pepperoni
pizza.
But
the classic pepperoni with house-made mozzarella, the Gaeta olives, margarita pepperoni, and red onion. Delicious.
It is wonderful.
No, but tons and tons of flavor. This one here is our classic Italian.
Good one, stuff.
It starts with a garlic sauce white base.
Oh, so there's not a red sauce on it.
This is a white sauce pizza. House-made fresh mozzarella. You see the capicola here and the soppressata. And a little bit of Italian dressing just drizzled on top. Again, the olive oil and some fresh Parmesan cheese.
Oh, it's fabulous. Oh, it's so garlicky. That sauce on there is
That's
fabulous.
the white sauce.
Wow, Heather, this is quite a feast in front of me. Tell me about all of these wonderful foods.
So most of these are some of our house staples. Starting with the appetizers, we have the house sliced prosciutto here and soppressata. We also make our mozzarella in-house and the pecorino toscano.
This is kind of right. So it's just kind of however how you want to do it, right?
Mix and match.
Oh,
how is it?
It's wonderful. I love that. The marmalade on it gives it, kind of cuts the richness of the cheese and the little bite of salami. That's nice.
A little bit of salty, a little bit of sweet. This here is our bruschetta. So we have the fresh basil on top, fresh sprinkled Parmesan, and everything else is a secret. Very fresh.
Salud.
Salud.
Oh my goodness.
Delicious.
It's like you're eating a garden.
Pretty much.
That is so flavorful.
Very fresh.
And of course then onto the entrees.
So these are probably the 3 most popular. These are? Yep. This one here is a Mediterranean sea bass. It's called bronzino. So we leave the skin on, we pan sear it, serve it over Tuscan potatoes. And on top here, we have our house-made salsa verde. The skin is very, very good for you.
The skin is good.
Classic Italian way to eat.
Let's see. Oh my. That is heavenly.
Lots
that
and
is
lots of
so
flavor.
Buttery. The texture and then the crunch of the skin on it.
A little bit of crisp.
And these are the Tuscan potatoes.
Yep. There's some Calabrian chilies in there, capers, and garlic with olive oil and lemon zest.
That's a nice olive oil on there, or whatever the sauce is. What do we have here?
The porchetta hot plate. It's also served over the Tuscan potatoes. On top you see a fennel and arugula salad with citrus segments, a little bit of pork jus on the bottom. And the porchetta itself is actually pork loin wrapped in pork fat and then cooked to order.
Look how nicely that pork is cooked. I love the sear on that. With that orange, with the citrus flavor, that is delicious. Okay, and we should go on to, of course, a pasta dish.
Yes, we have to do the pasta. So here you have the ragu bolognese.
Oh, that's just wonderful.
The pappardelle noodles with the braised veal and beef sauce that we have here. We top it off with a little dollop of mascarpone cheese to kind of pull all the flavors together.
So I'm gonna get a little bit of the mascarpone and the sauce here.
These are the best noodles to have with the ragu. They really soak up all of the sauce, so you're getting all of that flavor in each bite.
Wow.
You see the chunkier style mirepoix, the carrots, onion, and celery that are in there as the base of the sauce to give it that rustic.
Wonderful, yeah, that rustic flavor. I'm going to tell you, everything is just wonderful. Well, Heather, I want to thank you so much for showing me around.
Thank you so much for coming. I'm glad you enjoyed everything.
Yes, so Ottava Via, which of course is Italian for 8th Street, right at the corner of 8th and Michigan in Corktown. And you know how sometimes food is just, that's good, it's energy. If this food is the kind of food that really tastes that good. It's just, you don't know how they do it, but they're doing it here. It's fabulous. So, shall we eat?
We shall.
Okay.
Thank you.
There are plenty of things to see and do in Metro Detroit, and our calendar of events is up next to point you in the right direction. The campy comedy Evil Dead the Musical is at City Theater, and the whodunit Sheer Madness is at Meadowbrook. Enjoy Zubu, the Detroit Zoo's merry, not scary Halloween, and Greenfield Village's Turn of the Century Halloween. Don't miss the free Family Reunion Planning Seminar, then run an underwater mile during the Free Press Marathon. Theater Bazaar promises a spectacular masquerade party, and the Henry Ford offers a unique look behind the Pixar process. Head to Royal Oak for the inaugural Haunted Bar Hopping Night, then have a terrifyingly good time at Halloween in Hollygrove. Find over 800 Michigan craft beers at the Fall Beer Festival, and how about a little salsa dancing with an award-winning instructor? YumaCon celebrates Japanese pop culture, anime, and more, and Kinky Boots is a high-heeled hit with songs by Cyndi Lauper. To learn of any changes, log on to visitdetroit.com or call 1-800-DETROIT. Hey, I'm here at the legendary Whitney restaurant in downtown Detroit. It's an elegant restaurant known for special occasions. You get dressed up to come here. But up on the 3rd level, they have a special place called the Ghost Bar. We're going to do a little investigating to find out why they call it the Ghost Bar. So come on, going up there. Well, here we are on the 1st floor of the Whitney. It's very beautiful. This is where you have your dining experience, but we're headed upstairs to the 3rd level, the Ghost Bar. Well, I'm coming up to the 2nd level, and I see how all this ornateness can kind of lend itself to a spooky feel, like for instance, the claw here on the light fixture. And I don't know if I'd want to be here alone at night, but I'm gonna keep going. Now, one of my favorite parts about dining at the Whitney is that you get to walk around the 2nd floor. You're just free to wander. They've got all these little secret side rooms. You can look at all the ornateness, and of course, the piano. Stories are that this piano has been heard to play on its own, and of course, it's underneath this picture of this little boy who stares at you no matter where you go. Look at, I'm moving here, his eyes are following me. I don't know, I'm getting goosebumps just looking at it. Well, here I am heading up to the 3rd floor, and I hear the piano music going, and I know confidently it's from the 1st floor, not the 2nd floor. Cross my fingers. Oh, and it's beautiful. This can't be haunted. It's too pretty to be haunted.
Well, there have been rumors of ghosts. There was a knife incident in which a knife fell off the 3rd floor staircase and landed straight up into a cutting board 3 floors down. There was nobody in the 3rd floor. There was an old manager who claims that he spent a good 15 minutes following an individual around after he had already closed and locked up and thought the person was trying to sneak into the building, and to no avail, never found anybody and finally gave up. There have been pictures with spooky things popping up. There was a woman that was taking a picture of the 2nd floor to show her daughter, who was planning on having a wedding here, and there were some ghostly images that came up on the picture that of individuals that were not present at the time the picture was taken.
You do have paranormal dinners every so often, right?
We do have paranormal dinners that we do every so often, where there is a tour of the facility.
This is a Whitney Hour special? Or
This is a Whitney Ghost Bar special. This is our flaming seafood tower. We have split lobster tails and flaming sambuca shrimp. On the 2nd, we have mussels there, and then on the bottom we have split king crab legs along with shrimp cocktail. That is the sambuca. And that is our flaming seafood tower.
Wow, impressive.
Little more than I could take. Pity for pity's sake. Sometimes it kept me away.
So a little less spooky out here, actually quite inviting.
Yes, a little more open, a little more green, very Michigan-y, if you will. We're going to have the garden out here. We're going to have live music 7 days a week, and we're going to run different dinner specials every night. We've been doing garden parties for 20 years now, so boiling some lobsters right now as we speak.
Hey, well, Tony, thank you.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming out.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to sneak back in and, dare I, wander the Whitney alone?
Hey, I wouldn't go alone, but hey, you're more than welcome to wander.
I'm gonna. What are you making here?
We got a marinated chicken breast right now, and we're going to put a little barbecue sauce on it for our barbecue chicken.
Okay, and you get that nice grilled flavor because it's out here on an open flame.
Exactly.
All right, I'll let you do it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, how much fun you get to be outside.
I know, my favorite.
And so what would you recommend to somebody coming to the garden bar?
Well, on a day like today, when it's a little warmer out and you might need something to cool down and relax with, my personal favorite is gonna definitely be the cucumber Valentine martini drink.
Cucumber Valentine martini. That sounds yummy.
And it's not necessarily a traditional martini, it's more of a cocktail. But so first what I do is I take a scoop of our cucumber puree that we make using the finest of cucumbers, and then we use the finest of vodkas, my personal favorite, Valentine, made in Ferndale, right down the road. Oh yeah. A little pour here. Oh, here we go. Here's our drink. So, and let me throw one more of these.
Wait a minute, so what did you add? What did you add to it?
That was just a slice of cucumber.
Oh, a slice of cucumber and a little club soda.
And a little bit of club soda.
Okay.
And let me know what you think about that.
Oh, that's nice and refreshing.
Oh, thank you.
It is. Oh, I see why it's your favorite. Yeah, very nice. You know, I love cucumber water too, so it's a nice spin on that.
Right, and we've been thinking about taking our vodka and maybe chopping up some cucumbers and letting it sit in there, because that lends really, really light, wonderful cucumber flavor to the vodka.
Okay, I'll be back for that.
I'll be here. I'll see you then, okay?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yum. So what's a trip to the Ghost Bar without their signature drink, the Ghost Martini? Now you're mixing this up for me, and I know you don't have any particular ghost stories yourself, but let me ask you this. Would you be here alone by yourself at night?
Yeah,
you would? Really? All by yourself? Yeah. Nobody else in the house? And no story? Well, see?
There'll be one person in the house.
This is beautiful. Very haunting. Yeah. I love the color. Can I drink it right now while it's
I can give you a straw.
Oh, it's fun to drink. It's nice and citrusy. And it's so much fun. Well, there you have it. The Ghost Martini at the Ghost Bar, only in the day. Thanks, Beverly.
Welcome.
Well, that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Veronica Vance. And remember, if you would like more information on any of the places we visited, log on to visitdetroit.com. So until I see you next time, go out and explore on your own and discover the D. To learn about discounts and special offers for featured attractions, plus how to get copies of Visit Detroit magazine, click on visitdetroit.com.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.
Hang on, I gotta figure out how to turn it. Always something happening here. You never know what. Hang on. Oh, how's that? Is that better? Keep blocking it. Thank you.
Does that happen often?
No, not usually.
What I want to do, even to get more direct.